Hello everyone! Welcome to another episode of Transport Fever 2, where I'm having fun with virtual trains, trucks, planes, ships and try to not go bankrupt in the process. Before we begin today's episode, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button and use the bell to stay up to date with my latest content. I would also like to encourage you to join my Discord server, where you can interact with me and other Transport Fever fans, talk about the game and mods, or just chill. You can find link in description down below the video. Right, so welcome back in 7th episode of Transport Fever 2 Series 2. In today's episode, we are going to continue our efforts to eventually start delivering some tools to Seaton. So if you remember the last episode, we've been upgrading Carterton Central and it went pretty well. It looks amazing. However, there are a few other things that we need to do around Carterton. There are a few things that we need to do to accommodate Carterton Lumberyard, which you should see on your screens right now, more or less. So yeah. So this station is going under my hammer today. There is also a little bit of work in Carterton itself, so I need to reorganize infrastructure here, so we can start taking and making some sort of local deliveries, and that will help us to sort out tools factory and deliveries to it. And thanks to that, we will be soon able to start using Carterton Central Station as our main cargo hub that will also trade with Seaton. And that is part of the video that I'm going to be doing today. As there is quite a lot of work to do and so little time, and I don't want to make another like a 2-hour long video, I will most likely showcase most of the work in a time lapse. So sit down, relax and enjoy today's episode. Okay, so here we are, back in our build. As you could probably see on that quick time lapse, I finished Carterton lumber yard with some little amount of some sort of like visual upgrade and this sorts. We will continue working on those visuals later. However, for now I am more than happy with this massive rail yard with train depot connection, so we can deploy some trains. I look forward to see how this place is going to eventually work. Right. Another thing that I did, as you could probably see, is building up a Carterton cargo station in town center. So for now it looks kind of empty. However, later on I'm hoping that this area is going to get some extra love from the town itself. For now, how does it look? Yeah, my income is probably lower for now. Yes, Carterton Machines is making less money. That's mostly because all the industrial buildings are here, while I'm delivering cargo here, which has connection only with those buildings. However, the town will eventually train itself, and I'm hoping that this area will receive a little bit more industries in the future. For now they will have to live with what they get, because I don't even have money to actually force this training by deleting some of those buildings. If I could do that, then obviously those buildings will start to build around the station where I want them to. Why is that? Well, those buildings are less affected by noise level, while residential buildings will be heavily affected by noise. And it happens that every single truck, every single bus, every single train will make a lot of noise and this type of emission pollution. So having industrial buildings next to your train station is the most efficient way. At least that's how I understand how the game works. Bear in mind, I've never tested that, but by sheer logic you wouldn't like to live right next to busy cargo yards and stuff like that, because those are loud places. So obviously people would like to move further away from the station and just have connection with a bus or something like that, so they can actually reach such place. Anyway, our goal for today is to connect or create a connection between Wilton Tools Factory and Carterton Central, and eventually establish delivery of tools to Seaton. So right now with a brand new connection to Carterton lumber yard, which also has external, well, sub connection to other forestries and lumbers that I'm hoping to eventually establish in the future, so that this station can become a massive hub to export logs into this sawmill, and eventually, if there is any excess production, to this sawmill. But we will see how this thing works. I don't want to create a train connection between Wilton Tools Factory and Carterton Central though. I'm hoping to make it work using trucks delivery as a last mile delivery, and hopefully it's going to work. So what I'm going to do is to place a cargo building somewhere near this place. However, first I need to upgrade the street, I believe. So that is going to be upgrade, and I want 16. Oh, 60, 40, 60. Right, so I want this road to actually reach to this building. Why is that? Well, later on, this road will become upgraded to 80-kilometer road. This road has a speed limit of 40, which is quite low. It will last us for a while, but we might see that our tracks at some point will be faster than the speed limit. So investing early on is very beneficial, mostly because this road is also wider. So if I would place this track depot, I might have eventually found myself in a situation where my tracks can't eventually reach to their destination because there's just not enough space. Right, let me just put a little bit longer station. Oops, I'm running out of money, which is not exactly what I want. Right, so that's gonna be drop off, that's gonna be pick up, isn't it? Cargo station, there we go. Good, I'm happy with the result. It's gonna cost me a little bit money, which is not exactly making me happy. But it is what it is. I can also build this road. What's the incline on that? It looks good. Okay, I'm happy with it. So now we got good connection with Tools Factory, and we can establish a line. So our first line will be a track line between Carterton Cargo and Wilton West. And this is going to be a little bit problematic because I don't want you to go to number 3. I need you to go to number 1. Why is that? We are going to drop off materials for that on our train station, so there's gonna be quite a lot of materials waiting at all times. We don't want to lose them. That's why I got very long platform. And now let's name it. So this is going to be a truck Carterton Tools Production, and finally, where is that? Carterton Tools Production. Right, I think we might select a different color. Perhaps this darker one? No, it's too dark. Lighter one? Not exactly the same. Which one was that? Oh dear. Yes, that's the one. Okay. So we got pretty much the same color. I also would like to eliminate any traffic going in the opposite direction from these roads. So after Carterton Cargo, I need you to go through this waypoint. So this is going to be one-way system. Fantastic. Good. Okay, so these are going to be our tracks. I'm not sure why did I put 2 of these, but well, we'll see. What else? What else? We are going to need a train setup to deliver logs to sawmill, and then materials from sawmill to Carterton Central. That's going to be a new line. We are making it in color brown. Oh my goodness me, not this one. This one. Right, we want to name it Rail Cargo. This one. And this is going to be called no, not logs. Carterton Tools Production. No. Materials. There we go. Oh, why did I close that? Let me just find it. Carterton. No, that's Rail Cargo Carterton. Okay, at station. So we are going to start at our lumber yards from platform. Yeah, let's start from 2 for now. Then we are going to go to Carterton branch. Perfect. And from Carterton branch we are going to go to Carterton Central. And on Carterton Central I want a track 2 to be selected. Perfect. And then back to lumber yards. Perfect. Perfect. And that's gonna have this platform. Perfect. Good. So we got one extra platform that we can use in the future, which is going to be very useful if we are going to establish any further production of logs or wood. Okay, so that is another train on our list, and now we need to get some money to buy the train and establish entire production. Oh yeah, finally a new line, and this is going to be Rail Cargo Carterton Seaton. Is it? I think it was Seaton. Oh, Seaton trades. There we go. And trade lines will have, let's say, yellow color. That sounds pretty good. So for trade, I want you to go from Carterton Central, from track number 3, up to Seaton. There we go. And Seaton already has its platform established, mostly because there is only one. So that is good. That works perfectly fine. Now we need to now we need to buy those trains, which is going to cost us arm and a leg, and we don't really have that much money. So there are 2 ways we can sort this out. First, we can borrow money, and that is the most logical way to deal with the problem. Second, we can spend a lot of time waiting. I ain't doing that. Right, so let me borrow 5 million, which should be more than enough to actually pay for everything. So I need at least 6 of those bad boys. And as they are going to just go around the town, I don't mind. So these guys are all going to tools production, and they are on their way, which is good. Let me just quickly check. Tools production. There we go. They can transport 13. Oh, that's a poor rate. Right, we will have to adjust the rates. However, for now we can get some deliveries going. So we want steam engine because it's year 1862, and we want goods train to be operating on these trucks. They won't be too fast, but they will definitely do the job. So I don't want Jenny Lind. Early British engines. Nah, these doesn't have power. This guy has power, but he doesn't have speed. Oh well. And they have weatherboard only. Cabless. Okay, I will get this bad boy. You can do 56 kilometers per hour. Not the fastest one, but I think he will do the job. So that's our loco, and it's already costing us quite a lot of money. This guy really will cost us a lot, but he can pull a lot of cargo, so it's gonna pay for itself. So, open wagon. Flat car with side stakes is one of the choices we can make. It can do 50 kilometers per hour, which is exactly what we can do with our loco, or it is slightly less than we can do with our loco. What else we can do? We can go with flat cars from generic British goods wagons, and they are even better than flat cars, or GWR plank open wagon, and it is 3 plank. Okay, that is a very difficult task. Perhaps I can go with 3 planks with these guys. 3 or flat. We're going completely flat, right? Okay, so let's give it those guys. So we want at least 56 capacity. Nah, 70. That sounds more appropriate. Do we? Oh, this guy is going to cost us way too much. I think we might go down on a loco. 56 capacity. If he's gonna deliver the wood and all that stuff, we can afford it. But if he doesn't, then we are in trouble. Okay, let's go for this guy, and let's send him Carterton to material. There we go. There she goes. And she's on her way. There we go. We got a weatherboard and a flat cars that are going to be quickly filled with extra wood. That should be, yes, they are already generated on the platform, which is very good. But before that happens, this train needs to go through this massive siding and join the main tracks. Good. So now let's quickly check what's the rate on those trains. So this one actually has 67 rate. Wow. Just wow. That is massive. That is absolutely massive. So it's gonna deliver 56 to this place, and he will be able to pick up 28. Okay, so I need to give these guys a little bit of a boost. So let's I don't want to double up, but extra 4 vehicles are definitely going to be appropriate boost for this area. So these guys are going to deliver to Carterton branch and support deliveries from the trains themselves, which should cause both of these trains to go with a full load, hopefully. If they won't, well, it's not a big deal. But now we need to match that with deliveries between Tools Factory and Carterton Cargo, which is not going to make our lives easy. Right, so what was the rate? That was 13, isn't it? Yeah. So definitely we need to double up on the vehicles. There's no doubt. And now what's the tools production? 23. Is it 25? Yeah, these guys are pretty slow. We'll see when all the vehicles will actually work, if that works well or not. For now, they need to sort themselves out. Right, we will be balancing all the lines anyway, so it's not a big deal. We will definitely going to spend some time. The biggest problem right now is that all these vehicles are going to cost us quite a lot of money, so we definitely need to borrow some extra millions. There we go, 5 millions, and we need to buy the final vehicle. So let's go for another goods train. Perhaps this time we could go with green one. There we go. And now we need cargo wagons. Let's see. Goods wagon covered. Yeah, let's go for these guys. And we need capacity of 56 again. So let's buy it. And let's send him to trade route. There we go. And here we are. Our first loco. Woohoo! So with that said, our lines should start generating some sort of cargo. It was going to take some time before they will start making any money, but for now I think we can all agree that they are going to make us some income. So I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I'm going to leave you with this train as it's going to go through entire route as it exists right now. And I hope you guys will enjoy this joyride. And as for me, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new content, hit that notification bell button and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later. Out.